Microphones and cameras are way better than like any webcam you can buy. Then go in here. We'll share this. Discord. So now they'll have the link to go to it. YouTube Studio is going to show you your current viewers, how many likes you get. Analytics wise, will tell you stream health, that everything's going well.
And this is all under OBS Studios?
So this is YouTube Studio. So this one, my OBS is connected to my YouTube Studio account. So we've got one viewer. Welcome everyone. I've got a couple guests today, just showing them the ropes. Just kind of showing them the background of running a break and everything. So we got a few folks in here. We're going to get going with our randomizer. Gonna roll 2 virtual dice. That roll has to be higher than 3. We got our list of tier 1 teams. Everyone's gonna get one of these. We got our remaining 22 teams. Everyone's gonna get 2 of these. And then I've got everyone's list one more time. We'll random this. And whoever's 1 and 2 will get those last 2 teams in this list. So roll the dice. Let's see what we get. 11 is the number that's gonna work for us. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just to reconfirm, the number is 11. Last roll. And we have our tier 1 list. Paste that over here. So we got Captain Card Collector with Vikings, Tacoma with the Colts, Raiders to Double Diamond, Panthers, a Snapping Giant, Chuck with the Titans, Big Bad Sports Cards with Seahawks, some with the Lions, Rhodey chasing a nice CJ Stroud of the Texans, Maryland with the Falcons, and Gregory with the Chiefs. Now we're going to randomize our next team list 11 times as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. There's our remaining teams. 1 through 10. And then we're going to go 11 through 20. All right, so remaining teams left are going to be the Browns and the Chargers. So we're going to randomize everyone's name 11 times once again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Double Diamond and Captain Card Collector taking those last 2 here. All right, with the Browns, and then Captain Card Collector with the Chargers. Oh, I did that wrong. Browns, it's a double. And the Browns, 2. Double diamond. There we go. So now we're going to snip this, get it into Discord, have about 5-10 minutes for trades, and then we will get going. $12.30, 23. All right, we got 5 minutes for trades. So like now we're up to 5 viewers. Hot Dog Lions are my preferred team anyway. back on. All right, trades are closed. We are going to get going. Get into our first box. Obviously, one pack's already out here. Get our remaining 12, get them stacked up. And sometimes it's just best to kind of box-wise just kind of open them all and stack them. Just kind of speeds up that process. There are some breakers out there that'll literally, like they'll have a full case of stuff and they'll just be like they're live, so you know nothing weird can happen. They're like, oh, I'm gonna open everything, come back in 20 minutes, unless you want to sit here and watch me rip open every single little pack, which probably there are some people that do. I'll try to turn on my team list down there. Alright, we'll do half a box at a time. The amount of cards that are going to be in this break is going to be astronomical, I can already tell. Alright. Get our first stack here. We'll tilt this down a little bit. Alright, we'll go through our vet base pretty quick. Won't even really name any of this stuff off. Fold. Stack that up to the side. All right. Zach Charbonnet for the Seahawks. Dalton Kincaid for the Bills. McBride. We've got Elite Series rookies Anthony Richardson for the Colts. It's a beautiful looking one. Then in our blue press proofs, Christian Watson for the Packers. Hunter Renfrow, Alvin Kamara, and we're going to get another color match, Anthony Richardson for the Colts. Colts went to Tacoma. Get through this little vet base here. All right. All right, we've got Brian Branch, Broderick Jones, base Anthony Richardson for the Colts, Judon throwback Donruss, got Okereke press proof McPherson, Jonathan Allen. Julius Brents for the Colts. Just seems like the Colts are going to keep hitting here. And so then normally what I do is I'll make like a stack, like the big ones, color parallel wise, I'll sleeve up kind of towards the end of this stack right here. Rest of them, they just kind of till after the break, and then I'll get them all sleeved and top loaded if need be. Try to just kind of streamline and go as...
Yeah.
Some people really drag out breaks. Deshaun Johnson for the Rams. Roshan Johnson for the Bears. Keon White for the Patriots. Power Plus Josh Allen for the Bills. J.C. Horn, Quinnen Williams. Foye, and a Derek Hall Press Proof Baloo for the Seahawks. Looking for an auto or that downtown. Nolan Smith for the Eagles. There's our first C.J. Stroud base on the board. We've got Spears for the Titans. Bomb Squad, Michael Wilson. Got Romeo Dobbs. Milano Thompson. For the Rams, Stenson Bennett IV, blue press proof. All right, end of the first half of the box. We have got Dorian Williams for the Bills. Jaron Hall. Schoonmaker. Elite Series Josh Jacobs for the Raiders. A.J. Brown. Waller. Stafford. K.J. Henry for the Commanders. We've got Keyshawn Butte, Marvin Mims, Darius Davis. We've got highlights, Lamar Jackson for the Ravens, Kirk, Caleb Huntley, DJ Moore, and a Eric Gray for the Giants. First half of the box has definitely been the Colts box. All right, next 6 packs here. Looking for an auto downtown in here somewhere. All right, here we go into the second half of box number 1. All right, we have got Dwayne McBride, Deuce Vaughn for the Cowboys, Jalen Carter. We have got a Portraits, Zay Flowers for the Ravens. Deontay Johnson, Wilson, Trask, and a Jack Campbell for the Lions. We've got Zach Charbonnet, Rashee Rice, Dalton Kincaid again. We've got a throwback Jim Everett for the Rams, because that's what someone wants from the Rams. From Donruss 2003, Stephon Gilmore, Lamar, Brisker, and a Isaiah Foskey for the Saints. Quiet chat today. Hopefully everyone has some good weekend plans for the New Year's. We've got Thule, Mingo, Christian Gonzalez, Dominators, Dak Prescott for the Cowboys, Dalton Schultz, Alan Lazard, Chubb, and a Stevenson for the Bears, rated rookie, blue press proof. Brian Young, Darnell Wright. Got Jordan Addison, Gridiron Kings for the Vikings. Pacheco, Zap, Tyrann Mathieu, and a Miles Murphy. Snuck a Will over here at the bottom of that stack. Will Levis, rated rookie for the Titans. The designs are very subtle between the rated rookies when you're moving fast. All right, we got Mozzie Smith, Tanner McKee, Dylan Horton, Champ is here, Justin Watson, Petray, Austin Hooper, Jamal Adams, and a Trey Tucker for the Raiders. All right, we have got BJ Ojolari, Justin Shorter, Jordan Addison base, rated rookie. Action All Pros, Stephon Diggs, Aaron Jones, Delpit, Derwin James Jr., and last one to finish off box number 1, Paris Johnson Jr. for the Cardinals. Still looking for optic previews as well. Those are going to be green velocity. And normally a little harder to hit than the other optic previews. So then we'll start a pile here of stuff to sleeve at the end. All right, box 1 down there. On to box number 2. Want to give this box a shot?
Sure, wow. Oh, thank you.
All right, we're going to We're going to have Harrison give it a try here. It's pretty quick and easy to pick up on.
This one?
Yep. So you'll just want to, yep, that's the one challenge to get used to, is reaching around a camera and such.
These boxes.
Yeah, Fatpacks are always a little harder to open. Not in box one, Dukes.
Three more?
Yep. Yeah, I'll give you a nice little stack there. I think Harrison has found the easier way to open the pack.
Yeah,
Those long stems on the top can be a pain.
they are.
And then normally you'll just kind of grab whatever feels comfortable in your hand in the one hand.
Okay.
And then normally it'll be easier to look over here because this will kind of give you the, that way you make sure you're on screen.
Okay. Stenson Bennett for the Rams. KJ Henry for the Commanders. Stevenson for the Bears. Brock Purdy, road to the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy, blue Donruss?
Blue press proof.
Blue press proof, right. Jamar Jefferson, blue press proof. Chris Olave, blue press proof. And Puka Nacua, blue press proof.
Puka will be a nice color match one.
Yeah, that is a nice one. Trey Tucker for the Raiders. Miles Murphy for the Bengals. Eric Gray for the Giants. TJ Hawkinson Power Plus. Blue press proof Devontae Smith. Dre Greenlaw for the 49ers. Samaje Perine for the Broncos. Emmanuel Forbes for the Commanders.
Yeah, it's nice with football and basketball because kind of the names are easy enough, but like, I do
Some of
soccer
them,
as
yeah.
well, and it just,
Yeah.
a lot of times I'm like, oh, okay, that guy. I'm not going to butcher that name.
Yeah.
I've done hockey once. That was rough.
Derek Hall for the Seahawks. Julius Brent for the Colts. Paris Johnson Jr. for the Cardinals. Bomb Squad Jaden Reed. Would you put Jaden Reed like right here? Or?
Yeah, I'd put it.
Yeah, because it's a new one.
With kind of those special inserts
Yeah.
for the rookies.
Blue press proof for the Justin Fields. T. Higgins blue press proof. Brian Robinson Jr. Blue press proof. Will Anderson Jr. rated rookie blue press proof.
It's always sometimes chat's a little bit more lively, which is nice. Kind of get the time going.
DJ Tucker Bengals. Will Anderson Jr. for the Texans. Emmanuel Forbes Commanders.
Because we have portraits.
Portrait Stinson Bennett. Blue press proof Jair. Blue press proof Damar Hamlin. Isaiah Simmons blue press proof. And the Hendon Hooker blue press proof.
Be a nice PC for some there.
Oh, yeah. Josh Downs for the Colts. Michael Wilson for the Cardinals. Michael Mayer for the Raiders. And Mike Tomczak for the Bears. Dalvin Cook blue press proof. Matt Judon blue press proof. Cam Akers blue press proof. Brian Breezy blue press proof. Let's get that. Isaiah Fonski for the Saints. Jack Campbell for the Lions. Keenan Benton for the Steelers. And Micah Parsons Dominators. Where would you put the Dominators?
They would just go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Nick Bolton blue press proof. Desmond Ridder blue press proof. Devin Duvernay blue press proof. And Tyler Scott for the Bears. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. As God, these friggin' devil bugs. As a little guest. Things are driving me nuts. There's another one. It's like a group of them. I think that my flicks are strong enough to kill them, but I just don't think that's the case. It's a lot of force. Should have seen the back of the rental over the summer.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
They were, I mean, we couldn't even go out on the back porch. It was like, of course, my wife, who's, you know, a lot of ladies are bug adverse. She's like, oh my God, this is horrible.
I'm kind of shocked they're still alive.
Yeah, I think it's just warming. You know, they probably got in through a crack somewhere, and
Yeah.
so yeah. I mean, this is something I go through a ton of. I mean, I order penny sleeves by 10,000. I do 2 cases of 2,000 top loaders at a time, because then I get free shipping on them.
No.
So yeah, That's kind of like the hidden cost of breaking that people don't see is, you know, like during COVID, like you couldn't find top loaders. So like top loader cases were like for $1,000 or like $150. Now they're back down to like, like 60, 70, you know, for a decent brand. But I mean, you open like a Bowman product that's got all the first, and like if it's a chrome first, I always sleeve it. So like if you're opening Bowman chrome always first, you're running through in a case. I mean, just a ton of top loaders. Bubble mailers are the other. You know, I order those at I think 500 at a time. And during COVID, those were pricey. Luckily, those have come down. I think it's like $70 for 500. All right, into the second half of the box. All right, we've got Clayton Tune for the Cardinals. There's an Aiden O'Connell for the Raiders, at least the starter for this year. Steen. Herbert, Donruss throwback. Penny. Jimmy G. Keenan Allen. Clayton Tune again. Blue press proof this time. All right, another Hendon Hooker. Joey Porter Jr. Evan Hull. League leaders Dante Culpepper for the Vikings. CeeDee Lamb. Juju. Noah Fant. And an Evan Hull for the Colts blue press proof. I did, it was like 2 years ago, I did 100 blaster break. It's a great idea until you're like, even when I've done a lot of like 40 and 50 blaster breaks, and they're great ideas until you're like 20 in and you're like, I'm nowhere near being done, and my hands hurt, my arms cramping up.
Nobody's online with you anymore.
Saquon Barkley, Joey Porter Jr. Well, for the 50 blaster break, I actually did that 4th of July, so I've still got, I had poppers. So anytime like I pull like a parallel, like a rig quarter, you know, I mean, like, you just turn it into something fun, you know, as much as when you have 100, yeah, you got to do something fun with it, because, or like I work second shift, so a lot of times I'll run my breaks at like 10:30 when I get off work, and so like, then you're like super tired, you're like, oh my god, I've got X number of boxes to rip open.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Broderick Jones, another Anthony Richardson, VJ, and a Gridiron Kings Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, Logan Wilson, Vita Vey, and a Tank Dell. Having a great season until that torn ACL. Roshan Johnson for the Bears. Keon White. Ryan Branch. Bomb Squad Marvin Mims. Brandon Cooks. Son Haskins. Tyson Campbell. And a Tyler Steen for the Eagles. No, it's... No, I mean your case hit will be like that. The downtown will be. With prices and stuff now, I mean it's if you bought I think a case of Donruss Hobby is like $4,000 or $5,000, so it's like spending that much money just to like guarantee yourself a downtown that the most expensive one right now is CJ Stroud. That's like an $800 card, so it's like you spend all that money. So that's where a lot of people, like I said, are kind of gravitating towards ripping retail right now. We've got the rookies. Devon Akne. Just because you can rip so much more than a nice Aiden O'Connell blue press proof for the Raiders. You can rip so much more, and like you aren't guaranteed the auto, you aren't guaranteed the downtown, but it's just a better cost perspective, yeah. All right, box number 3. Still looking for something big. Nothing's really popped out at us yet. There you go.
And then we took it to the card show in Chicago.
Yep. Was that the one that just happened a couple months ago, right? The Spectacular, or was it the actual Nationals? The Nationals. Yep. Yeah, I've been to the last 3 Nationals. So, it was Chicago 3 years ago. 2 years ago, I flew out to Atlantic City, did an Airbnb out there. Sold at the time. I had a Contenders cracked ice Trevor Lawrence rookie auto. Sold that for $14,000 out there. That was going to be a big tax write-off if I didn't hit, and I would have never told my wife. But she's got a video of me sitting on the couch, and then it gets pulled, and I'm going like absolutely bonkers. She's like, "What's wrong? What is happening right now?" My daughter's in the background crying because she has no clue. Like she has no clue what's happening. Yeah.
What's wrong with Daddy?
Yep.
That's awesome.
She's like, "Were you gonna tell me about this?" I was like, "Only if I hit."
Yeah.
Not, I just do it as a little tax write-off, and even out the spreadsheet a little bit. I've pulled for customers. Tiger Stripe LaMelo at a select rookie. That gemmed. I think she sold that for $8,000. Pulled at the time. It was his first auto in a Bucks uniform out of encased. I pulled it out of 5 Tom Brady auto. Andy Dalton, DK Metcalf, Jonathan Mingo for the Panthers. Just had come back and sent with the customer last week. I pulled a Superfractor Cade Klubnik auto from Bowman Chrome University. All right, we got our first Bijan on the board. Tyree Wilson, Cedric Tillman. The rookies, Sam Laporta, Hassan Reddick, Khalil Mack, and a Thule. I'm going to butcher that last name. That's one of them that I would. Still looking for some autos. We have got Sam Laporta, Devin Witherspoon, Anton Harrison, highlights Kirk Cousins, Dak, Duggar, Mooney, Tajay Spears, we've got Troy Tucker, Miles Murphy, Eric Gray, all-time Gridiron Kings Jack Ham, Devontae, Dre Greenlaw, Perrine, and a Rashee Rice. Got Derek Hall for the Seahawks, Brents, Paris Johnson Jr., Chris Carter, Donruss 2003, Fields, T. Higgins, Brian Robinson, and a Zach Charbonnet. Got Charlie Jones for the Bengals, Jake Hanner for the Saints, Jahmyr Gibbs, Dominators 1, Mahomes. If only that had been the downtown, that would have been nice. Zay Jones and a Christian Gonzalez to finish off the first half of that box.
Stuff. You lived in Austin for 20-some years. Did you live down there?
I was at Fort Hood, Texas, and
Yep. Oh, well.
he's back somehow. Like that quick. I flicked him down. He's that quick. Just die. Yep. Yeah, big UT fan. So I'll be. Do they play tonight or tomorrow? Or is it New Year's Day?
Yeah, a couple days.
I got a Mahomes downtown at the Oak Creek show last time. PSA 9 for a few $100 and then a few cards.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of been the spread with the ultra modern cards is like PSA 9 right at the start of like the COVID boom would still net you like a solid, you know, amount overall. And now that gap has just really closed to where, you know, most of the times I look at it, you know, like subbing stuff. If I get a PSA 9, that's probably going to pay for like the grading costs and then like what it would have sold for raw. Unless it's just something really like low numbered or something like that, you can probably still eke out a little bit. But yeah, it used to be like PSA 8s where your raw price is. Now that is not the case. Unless it's just weird stuff. I mean, I know when Victor Wembanyama, he had the SI, like the paper cards in the Sports Illustrated for kids. That I sent that away and I got a PSA 8. And sold that for like $1,200 at the time, and now they're like way less. But like even that, it's still like with a certain condition sensitive card, an 8 can still do you a fair amount. your older cards, your your vintage cards, those as 8s will still draw a solid premium. All right, second half of box number 3. Looking for something big to pop out on us. All right, we got Joshua Downs for the Colts, Michael Wilson, Michael Mayer. We've got a Nick Chubb Donruss throwback, Dalvin Cook, Matt Judon, Cam Akers, and a Deuce Vaughn blue press proof.
Out of the Prestige, those new Prestige boxes. I pulled a Barry Sanders out of 10 autograph.
There you go. I know it's like a couple years ago, those Prestige, like the odds were a lot better. Like I had a guaranteed auto and you pulled a bunch of number cards. They were going for like, people love those. But now, a lot of the stuff, Panini is just kind of taking away a lot of the guarantees. Power Plus Aaron Jones, which kind of negates some of those. Desmond Ridder, Devin Duvernay, Dwayne McBride for the Vikings. Every once in a while, a product will come out and it's like a home run, though. Like as a product, Topps Chrome Update baseball is normally really bad.
Okay.
But the Sapphire they came out with, like you got 2 numbered cards, and the highest number card you get was out of 50. So you were getting 2 cards out of 50 or less. The autos were, all numbered 199 or less.
Wow.
So like sometimes the manufacturers will hit a home run on certain stuff. Road to the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, Jamar Jefferson, Olave, and a Dalton Kincaid blue press proof. Because, I opened a case of Hobby of Update, and it was not great. It was not a great one. So I was a little leery, but got a case. Just kind of looking at the odds, and yeah, people were like, can you get more? And I'm like, yes, but not at the price I got it at the first time. It's, going to be a little pricier now that everyone's realized how good it is. Kendre Miller, Deontay Banks, Portraits, Pittman, Dawson Knox, Christian Wilkins, and there we go. Blue press proof CJ Stroud on the board. That is a nice one right there.
The Donruss, like 2 boxes. I got a Dan Marino autograph. And then a Peyton Manning / Jeff Saturday on card auto.
There you go. That's a good combination to have.
You ever see the Peyton Manning Saturday Night Live skit
where he's beaming the kids in the back of the head?
I saw that again the other day.
He did an interview about that afterwards, and he's like, I didn't want to do that. I felt bad for nailing these kids, and then the parents came up and they were like, hit my kid! He's like, what in the heck? I guess for the parents, you're like, yeah, did you know my kid got beamed in the back of the head by Peyton Manning? Kind of a big deal. Kid's traumatized for the rest of his life by it, I hate Peyton. All right, for the Browns, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Israel, I'm not going to go for the last name, Luke Van Ness. Super Bowl bound, or road to the Super Bowl, Josh Allen. Jordan Love, Gabriel Davis, Marquise Brown, Nolan Smith for the Eagles. Alright, let's get something here. Alright, Tanks, Bigsby, Zach Harrison, Cam Smith. The rookies, Michael Wilson for the Cardinals, Daniel Hunter, Nick Folk, Tyler Lockett, and a Luke Schoonmaker for the Cowboys. Just must mean these green press proof, or the green velocity optic previews are even that much rarer. All right, box number 4, halfway through the break.
So when you go to the card shows, do you do this at the card shows? Or do you sell cards?
No, I mean, now normally, you know, I don't go too often. But like the times that like I'll go and I'll do, you know, sell a box of, you know, base. You know, I'll give them 2 boxes. So I got like $80, and then I'll go, you know, walk around the show to find like, you know, raw cards that, you know, I think will grade well and,
Yeah.
you know, can kind of turn it that way.
Okay.
Which I've done pretty well on, kind of picking and really looking at them at the show. But then there have been times where, you know, I'll be like, oh yeah, this card looks really good, and then it comes back a PS8, and I'm like,
That's what we did. We had that last time. We bought
Yeah.
homes, and we were like, this is gonna come back as a 9 or a 10, and it came back as an 8.
yeah, and you're just like, what
Basically,
did?
you're gonna get your money back.
Yep. And you know, then you really start looking over. You're like, what did I miss? And then you're like, you'll see some little tiny minute thing. You're like, oh, we're like, you know, I think a lot of times it's all if the grader's having a good week. You know, it's kind of like building cars. Like, was your car built on a Monday? Was it built on a Friday? Was it built in the middle of the week? You know, so it's like, when are your actual cards getting graded? Like, at the end of the week, and this dude just like, throw some 10s on here. I'm trying to, you know, get out of here and go to the bar. Luke Schoonmaker for the Cowboys. You know, and then I've had stuff that, like, there's no... In no world should it get the grades it got. And then it gets, like, a greater grade. And you're like, all right, like, I'll take it. But, like... Jahmyr Gibbs. Derek Hall. Julius Brents. Elite Series Austin Eckler for the Chargers. Like, the Trevor Lawrence rookie card that had Jaron Hall. I mean, I thought, like, I sent it to BGS because they're, you know, a little bit more lenient on some things. I'm like, maybe I can squeak in, like, a 9.5, but it'd be, like, a lower subgrade 9.5, and then it came back a true gem 9.5 across the board. And I'm like, I don't know how this happened.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, all right, well, we'll take it.
We'll take it. That's right.
Best part is then I saw the card resell after I sold it for 28, but I don't know that was like a real sale, even though I reached out to, it was through a consignment company, and I reached out to them like, yeah, no, it's all paid for. I'm like, I ran the same card through the same consignment company at auction and only got like 13.
Oh, jeez.
But now you're telling me you did a private sale for 28. It just didn't. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, because, everyone's a fan of the games. Rich Eisen for the Jets. It's a great one. Imagine if that had been our auto right there. We've got Dorian Williams for the Bills. Yeah, I know that the Oak Creek show is blown up big time. I mean, when me and my buddy were still sitting up there, I mean, he didn't have that, first room to the right when you walk in. That was not even open. He grew into that.
Yeah.
Jake Hayner portraits. Because I know me and my buddy used to set up there, and then we'd actually set up at the Madison show as well.
Okay.
Tajay Spears. Which we definitely liked the Madison show.
Okay.
Not that the Oak Creek was bad, but for me, being in Delafield, it was closer to drive to the Madison show. But even that started getting way bigger than.
Okay. Have you done the one in Oconomowoc at the bar restaurant?
I set up once or twice there, but theirs, it's to me, it's a really high end.
Right.
It's a lot of high end cards. So you're average collector, it's gonna walk in there with a couple $100. It's not really the show for them.
Yep.
Tyreek Stevenson, Foskey, Jack Campbell, Tony Mandarich for the Packers. So yeah, I mean, I've set up a couple times. Another CJ Stroud. And I mean, I've done okay, but not nearly as well as I've done at the Oak Creek show or the Madison show. A lot of those, you got your dollar box that people are just, digging through, and they don't really have those at the Oak Creek show. It's just a lot of, cases with just exorbitantly priced cards.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Gray, Stetson Bennett, Action All Pros, Carlson for the Raiders, Diggs, Mosley, Nolan Smith. So I'll go to the Nationals. It's in Cleveland this year. I'll be going to that one. Because that's the kind of place that if you've got weird cards that maybe don't sell or whatnot, you can end up moving them there just because everyone's there. If you're looking for something really particular that you can't find elsewhere, it's the other spot to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they've got this past one. I bought my buddy a ton of. He's been collecting for a long time. I met him through all this, and he likes Heritage High Number baseball.
Okay.
Which no one really likes Heritage. It's just it's a cheaper brand that just not a ton of people like, but he loves it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the Nationals, they've got the Rapper Redemption.
Okay.
So essentially, you buy a box of Topps product.
Mm-hmm.
You go, they'll cut the seal off, the film around it, and then give you 2 packs of national exclusive cards.
Wow.
Well, my buddy had no interest in those, but at the time, Blowout was paying $60, I think it was, for the packs themselves. And the hobby boxes of Heritage were only $100, so he ended up getting them a whole hobby case for $300 of a whole hobby case, whereas normally it would be way more than that. And just I went and sold those packs for him, so those are the kind of things that you can see people
Sure.
find. Or the other big one was you got 1 pack for every 4 blasters of Series 1 paper tops.
Mm-hmm.
So people were buying cases that come in 40 and going and getting 10 packs. You can sell the packs and you're basically in the case for free, and then you just rip it all and you pull, So I mean, there's definitely fun little ways that you can make the extra money out there. Plus, you get to see the different celebrities and such at the events. I'm in a card group that has Renee from Storage Wars.
Yeah,
He's in it.
I watched him the other day on Harrison showed me he was doing one of these, and it was like hours.
Yep. So I saw him there and got a picture and sent it to like the group we're all in together. Like, oh, where's everyone else at? We're here at the Nationals. Yeah. The amount of money he was spending on stuff back in like the year and a half, 2 years ago, like it was just tens, hundreds, thousands of dollars. It's like just wild.
Big boy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing. The Nationals can really humble you as well. Because, like, the first time I went to the Nationals down in Chicago, I bought a PSA 7 base set Charizard. You know, like, I collected Pokemon growing up. I was like, oh, like, you know, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And then I showed it to this little, like, 6, 7-year-old kid. And he goes, it's not Shadowless or first edition. I'm like, I just spent like $800 on this card. I'm like, man, screw you, you little kid. Like just, yeah. I mean, like, but these kids, you know, younger than Harrison are walking around with cases that are, you know, boxes that have enough to pay off 2 cars. You know, it's wild to me. All right, Jaron Hall, Schoonmaker, Nolan Smith, Justin Jefferson highlights, Patrick, Kayvon, Ben, Keon White, well, you can see, so sometimes this is a fun thing when you open a lot of packs, you'll see stuff like this. So it got crimped.
Yeah.
Where they crimped it and along the top, and so like most of the time it's not a card that you care about, but like sometimes like it'll be like something like you'll see like scratches on everything throughout the whole pack, and you're like getting back to something, you're like, oh, please don't, you know, like normally, but sometimes you're like, oh, so like if like I was to pull a big card that you know, was like jacked up or something, the thing that I'll do for my customers is like I'll take one of these packs, because you have to have that pack to turn it back into Panini to get it fixed. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to send this along in your envelope. That way, if you want to take that time to do it, you know, they have the chance. Jalen Reed. Because, yeah, I mean, I've had some cards, you know, a couple $100 cards that are kind of just, like, really jacked up. And I'm like, well, here you go. I'm going to send this with you. You can send it in. We'll see how long Panini takes to get it back to you. DJ Turner for the Bengals, press proof. Definitely, based on how this is going, I'm definitely investing in green velocity previews. Yeah, it is kind of mind-boggling that we haven't pulled a single one yet out of 4 Fatpack boxes. From this right now, I would say megas are definitely the way to go. 1 guaranteed auto. You're guaranteed the previews. Tillman, Hyatt, Lou Nichols III, Tyreek Hill Gridiron Kings, Hughes, Myles Garrett, and a Darius Davis for the Chargers. Maybe it's the card god dudes cooling me off from the Bowman U Sapphire case. They said, hey, we're going to cool you off on this one. Got Anton Harris, Bijan, Tyree Wilson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bomb Squad, A.J. Dillon, Devontae Adams, and a Marvin Mims blue press proof. Kendre Miller, Laporta, Devin Witherspoon. The rookies, Aiden O'Connell for the Raiders. Buckner. Bateman, and a Keishon Butte blue press proof.
What do the emerald ones that you were talking about look like?
So it's going to be on a thicker cardstock because it's an optic. So
Okay.
Donruss optic is basically a chromium card
Right.
thicker than that.
Right.
So that's basically in Donruss. The last couple years they put like previews of the rookies, the rated rookies in this product.
Okay.
Which once optic comes out, it's they don't go for nearly as much. But like right off the bat, having a chromium card of X
Sure.
player can definitely net you some.
Oh, okay. That's a different.
So like your most common will be like the pink. Those are in like you're either in megas or blasters, but they come every pack, so like they're not
Right.
really rare at all. Again, from us being 4 boxes, there's not a single one yet.
Right.
I almost want to say that the emeralds are pretty up there for scarcity.
Right.
As well, every year they'll throw in like some slightly different ones, like Teal Velocity is like a super short print that they put in to some as well. So they find different little ways to add
Sure.
some scarcity to the products. Let's tag you back in, Harrison. And I can clear this up here. And like that's when I said like shipping used to be a ton. Like imagine if I shipped all of this with it. Like
You need to be a separate card. I like that.
Yep. Yeah, that's because you can go on like eBay and like buy like
Oh, I'm sure.
people will pre-cut stuff and sell as like a brand, but it's like I can't when I could just go to like Home Depot and buy a moving box for $3. I can't and get how many pieces out. Like I can't bring myself
Right.
to pay someone to.
With Christmas time and Amazon.
Yep.
Probably
I
don't.
will say some of the because like cardboard has different
No,
consistencies.
that's right, yeah.
The best ones I've found are my daughter's diaper boxes. They're like just really like a thicker,
Interesting.
so it's you find those ones where it's like now every time I'm like don't throw a diaper box out. Like I gotta cut that down and then people laugh about it because they're like I was not expecting when they open it to a diaper the color of the box. They're like wasn't expecting that when I opened to see my cards. Like
That's all that matters, right?
yep. And so the one thing for like customer support as well is like I've had some packages that got lost, just kind of the nature of the beast. And I tell them like, hey, I'll cover whatever is greater. If it was the cost of your spot or the cost of what cards were in there, whatever is more, that's the amount you're gonna get to kind of take care of.
Or
Correct. Well, just I'll take it literally out of my pocket, just
Okay.
just to take care of the customer because it's one of the things that it's not their fault that somehow the post office has decided to lose packages and such.
right. Get some good pulls here, bud.
Alright, let's see.
One thing I don't love about living here so far is recycling is only every other week in Ohio. And I have so much like cardboard and recycling.
Chase Brown, Sam Laporta, Road to the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes, Xavier Franklin, Sauce, Jalen Waddle, blue press proof, Tyler Scott, blue press proof,
Crazy part is we haven't pulled a single Bryce Young yet either.
oh yeah,
Base.
Bryce Young.
2 or 3 CJ Strouds though, right?
Yep, we got 2
Yeah.
of the blue press proof. That'll probably end up, unless like a downtown or an auto or something, probably be our PSA winner.
Yeah.
Luca Venice. Legend Series Dante Culpepper. Sean Collier. Rondell Moore. Puka Nakua Blue Press Proof.
And that's where a lot of times this will be the
Zach Harrison.
quicker part.
Cam
of it, right?
Smith.
Then it's like, then you got to sleeve
Bomb
everything,
Squad
then you
Jake
gotta sort
Heiner.
sort it by teams.
Right.
You know, and if you get a product
KJ
that is
Osborne Blue Press Proof. Darius Slayton.
really like rookie heavy,
Right.
you know, like a Donruss product, where like those piles over there would be
Ernest
basically
Jones
like ship.
and
this would be
Emmanuel
like
Forbes
ship.
for the
I mean,
Commanders
it's
Blue Press
like
Proof.
sleeving and top loading for days. And it's
Tyree Wilson, Cedric Tillman, Jalen Hyatt, Throwback Donruss, Dave Robinson. Squez Watkins, Blue Press Proof, Denzel Mims, Chris Godwin, and Blue Press Proof Hendon Hooker.
So do you do
Devin Witherspoon, Anton Harrison,
No, I mean, I don't
Bijan,
I don't really go to the show because it's just like I'm never gonna find anything that like price wise is
Mac
helpful
Jones
for me.
Dominators,
Um,
Leighton Vander Esch, Blue Press
I think I'll
Proof,
stop into the
Kyle
showrooms
Murray,
on, like,
Blue
like,
Press
auto
Proof,
supplies and,
Equimini
like,
St.
I-
Brown,
I
and
kinda
Brian
know that
Breezy.
Um,
Press
like one of
proof.
them was I ran out of team bags
Okay.
last week or the week before. I hadn't ordered more on eBay yet. I'm like, I gotta like go into the store and like pay them, you know, way more than you know what a pack on eBay costs.
Jake Heiner, Jameer Gibbs, Derek Hall,
I mean, a big portion of
Jerry
Late
Jeudy
Country Cards, majority
highlights.
of the business is that grading of everything.
TJ Watt Blue Press Proof, Malik Willis Blue Press Proof, Derek Forrest
Yeah,
Jr.
they
Blue Press Proof,
definitely. I mean, if they're charging,
and then an Evan
probably,
Hall rated rookie Blue
for
Press
like
Proof.
So like $25, right?
yeah, so like $25 for if you want to do those other six.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
You know, they're if you're paying 25.
Do you sleeve these up? Or-
Yep, yeah, you can sleeve and top load those. Like with them being like a preferred
Okay.
vendor, I mean they're probably paying like 20 a card kind of thing. You know? Yeah, but like when you sell 1,000 cards in a week, like that $5 adds up. You know, so. I mean, I think the venue-wise for the Oak Creek or the Oconomowoc show could be better. Like it's just really cramped up in that bar and everything. It's like,
But you're right, it's really high end.
yeah,
Like I'm gonna go in and seeing a lot of $1,000, $2,000
yeah,
cards.
exactly. You know, yeah. And I mean, I only own like a few, like a couple $100 cards. You know, like I. Got your sack right. Yep, right there. Yeah. I mean, like, I think my most expensive card I have right now is like 300 something like that. I mean, it's not like,
Yeah.
you know. But I also that's kind of the thing I learned at the Oak Creek show, and you know, the Madison show is like you really want those cards in that like 200 or less range. Those are the ones that move because
People can buy, you know.
well, not even that. It's the people would myself included, I would stop at the ATM, max the ATM lets you get out. It's normally $200. So okay, there's my $200. I'm going to the show, you know. So it's like there was a reason behind it of why, you know, under $200 everything moved is because like that's, you know, most of the time that's what people have kind of slotted into. Like, oh hey, I'm only gonna take this much, so I got out of the ATM. Yeah, I mean, I'd have like big cards and they'd sit for, you know, God knows how long, you know, and then someone come up and like, oh, I'll trade you this for that, and they're like, I really don't want to, but you know, like I sat on, you know, I've got a John Morant card that I traded that at the time when I traded for it, I mean, I was getting offers of like $700-800. I'm like, no, like this is like $1,000 card to me, and now it's like not even worth $200, and you're like, ugh. Wish I had sold that then, but you know. Yeah, but I've been kind of waiting. You know, there was one guy on eBay that was really kind of like, really like, hey, I'll take it for this price. I'm like, nah, like, you know, like, you know, and I think I'm just like, hey, you know, like, I'll let it go for like $50. It was like $25 more than what the guy was offering, and he never responded back. And you know, the other thing I think about on eBay is, you know, then you're paying the fees. You know, so like. And the other one's like, hey, would I take that amount off or probably like do like Instagram or something? Sure, yeah. And I've done that before where you gotta like slightly like put in like, oh, here's like you put the name of my Instagram in there and like, but you don't just be like on I dot G, so it doesn't like pick it up, and you know they'll message me on there, and yeah, it's actually how I sold my Victor Wembanyama auto that I ended up selling for like. It was like $2,500, but the guy was messaging me. He's like, you know, I was like, here, like, message me here, and message me. I was like, I'll take the what you're offering off. You know, you can say, I'll eat the 3% for goods and services on PayPal. Like that's fine, but 3% compared to 13% on eBay is way different. You know, so I always laugh because people were like, you should take less because I'm saving you on fees. It's like, yeah, but I'm saving you on sales tax and everything. Like it's, you know. It goes both ways. You know. Majority of people, you're still paying sales tax. Okay?
Kevin White, Brian Branch, Roderick Jones, Portrait, Luca Van Ness, Patrick Peterson, Titans player, Austin Eckler.
In any way, shape, or form.
Blue, Anthony Richardson. Press proof.
And Bryce Young just does not like to come out of this.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because, like, you know, like you run a break. And like I actually sent off a Bryce Young card because at the time Bryce Young was going for more than Stroud, and then like 2.5 months later you're like,
Sean Johnson.
Send a CJ Stroud. You know, it's like that's what happens. Something
Throwback, Mark Ballard, something for the Giants. Chuba Hubbard, press proof. Amon St. Brown, blue press proof. Calvin Ridley. And Broderick Jones, blue press proof.
And that's right. You know, you always want to hit a big card because it just makes it so much easier to like, oh, this is the PSA winner. Yeah. Or like, obviously, clear cut is going to be one of those CJ Strouds, but at the same time, those CJ Strouds are maybe $125 cards.
There it is, right there.
So then if you had to pay for it, like,
Aiden O'Connell. Rated rookie. Tyler Steen. Tank Dell.
one of the green velocities.
And AJ Brown action, all pros. Jason Kelsey, blue press proof. Max Crosby. Baker Mayfield. And Brian Branch.
I mean, I'll do that from time to time when I'm opening stuff and I like see if I see a color to like kind of like, you know, like I knew when I told my customer that Tiger Stripe was mellow. I knew right away.
Horton, Will Levis, and Brian Young.
Tiger stripes are. And so then I see LaMelo, and I'm like,
Evan
I
Hall,
got flipped, and then I see the tire, and I'm like, okay.
Green Velocity.
I'm not even gonna, try to like play this one. Like, here, we're just gonna do this right away. That was for the Lions, right?
Colts.
Colts. Yeah, where's the Colts? Colts is Tacoma.
Joey B. Press proof. Marvin Jones Jr., Joanne Johnson, and Justin Shorter. Jordan Addison, Muzzie Smith, Tanner McNee, Tyree Wilson, Elite Series, Davis Mills, Blue Press Proof, Nick Boza, and Albert. And then Deontay Brinks.
At this point, they need to stop putting Davis Mills in the product. 1 in 72 packs, because we have 72 packs here. There we go. We figured out the odds. Yeah, we picked out the odds.
Okay. Anthony Richardson. BJ, last name, I don't know.
Jalari.
Okay.
He had a brother like 2 years ago. That's why the only reason I know that name.
Christian Shorter.
That's the fun stuff. You'll see like Topps Chrome. Smith and Jigba had his brother.
Harrison Reddick for the Eagles.
Baseball. Oh my goodness. So like, like first time.
Tony
like,
Pollard.
First time, but then like.
Blue Press Proof.
Interesting.
Tyler Boyd. Curtis Samuel. Blue Press Proof, and then BJ or Jui. Ojolari.
Yeah, I always laugh because sometimes I'll have the wife, I have her break stuff, and I like give her like, oh here, how about you rip some soccer here, and just seeing her like just butcher names. I mean, the guys would like be in the comments like, you can't pay for this kind of comedy from them laughing at the pronunciation of names and such. Let's hope so. I would have thought we would have seen a couple autos at this point too.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of.
Not a single one yet.
What are those CJ Stroud cards worth?
I'd probably say 20, 30 if I had to probably go comp hunting on it.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, when your total spot in the break is 60, I mean, get a couple of those, one of those grades, well,
That's right.
But that's also the flip side of, like the buy your team. Like, I've had someone that I had a Bowman Chrome University case that they picked.
Mm-hmm.
They bought Colorado for Shadir Sanders and all them through the whole case.
Wow.
Got a couple base. That was about it.
Yeah.
So like you can get killed on the flip side as well. Like those big teams, it's a high risk, high reward.
That's right.
And sometimes it works, and then sometimes it doesn't. Or like, this one where you got the out of 25 auto out of that case that I did. Colorado was still one of the top teams, and they kept it for the whole break because I did half cases. They kept for the second half and didn't really get much, but the first break they killed it on. All right, last box of the break. Come on downtown. Tell people these downtowns fall 1 in 72 packs.
So a downtown is 1 for 12 of those cake boxes you open up.
Well, not even.
Theoretically?
Well, in retail, they don't guarantee it at all.
Right.
So, like hobby boxes, and you pay a $4,000 case,
That's right.
yes,
And that's
you'll get
12 of those, right?
12 hobby boxes that you had bought him, yeah.
Right.
So that's like, you know, correct. But you could get a guy that, like, it's still a downtown, so it'll have some value, but it's like a $50, $60, $70 downtown compared to, you know, like when this first dropped, the CJ Stroud downtowns were going for like $4,000.
Oh my gosh.
But now they're down to 800. So it's always like you always warn the people, like, don't buy it right. Don't be the first person to buy it because you're gonna get, you know, you're gonna get killed on it. Same way I looked at like that Victor Wembanyama that I sold for $1,200, and now if I went and looked, I bet they're going for like $600. You know, so like, but it's kind of always one of those things like someone will be like, hey, can I buy it quick enough to then still make money on and pass it off to the next person? Like, you know, who's gonna be the last person holding the bag, kind of a thing. As the missus has now tuned in. Yes, this is the last box. And she's at a birthday party right now. All right, Dalton Kincaid, McBride, Deuce Vaughn. Highlights, Jalen Hurts again. Jacobs, Antoine Winfield Jr. Byron Young, not quite the B Young we want.
Getting closer.
Yeah. That's where, like, some years, like, there'll be, like, the players with the same exact initials on the same team. So, like, you think, like, oh, God. And then you're like, oh, nope, it's that guy. Like, it's some O-lineman that you're like...
No. Yeah.
Like, I know when 2020 with Justin Herbert, there was a JH as well, rookie for the Chargers. So you'd see, like, JH, and you're like, oh, Chargers rookie. And then you're like, nope, not him.
Jeez.
Legend Series Ozzie Newsome for the Browns. We've got blue press proof Will Levis. Did you know that he puts mayo in his coffee?
Yeah, he does. That's
Oh my
God.
Yep. Everyone makes... We got in the Discord, one of the guys is a KU fan, which is where Will Levis came from, and we all give him a hard time about it. Like, man puts mayo in his coffee. Tajay Spears. But now he's known for it, so it probably makes him a lot of money. L'Jarius Sneed, champ is here. Jalen Phillips and a Dylan Horton for the Texans. Kenny McIntosh, Felix Uzma, Zay Flowers, Jaron Hall portraits.
He has a bad week.
Marvin Mims. I feel like I just can't, because he's from BYU, if I remember correctly. I just can't trust BYU quarterbacks anymore. After Wilson, I'm pretty sure Jaron Hall is from BYU. Yeah. BYU quarterbacks can't be trusted. All right, Quentin Johnson. There's finally a Bryce Young. Took long enough. Jaden Reed. Richard Dent. Little throwback. And a Boutte for the Patriots. Jalen Carter, Sean Clifford, Skoronski, Dominators George Kittle, Brian Burns, Geno Smith, and a Darnell Wright. It is the biggest frustrating thing is that.
Cards they turn around and then you turn them over.
Yep, and then you turn and the next one's turned back the other way. That's why a lot of times you'll just see I don't even flip it. I don't even say the name. I'm just like, yep, it's upside down. We'll call it a day. Because it gets so frustrating. And Panini's really bad about it. Topps products aren't too bad with the flipping of everything. But Panini is really bad with it.
So I bought Harrison a Rookies and Stars pack like 6 months ago. And it's supposed to come with 2 autos.
Yep.
It didn't. So we sent everything in, and it took forever. But what we finally got back was pretty sweet. You got a
TJ Watt auto and a Debo Samuel.
There you go.
It was worth 6 months.
I've got... Someone pulled me a gold out of 10 paper Emmanuel Quickly for the Knicks.
Oh, wow.
And that was in 2020 product?
Yeah.
2020. I still haven't got a replacement card yet.
Oh, my God.
From Panini. It's still open.
If you don't get like a redemption, you go to the Nationals and they give you like the...
I brought that up to them. I was like, hey, so like for cards that are damaged that you guys gotta fix, like,
Yeah.
are you guys just gonna eventually maybe be like, hey, you can get a black box or something?
Right, yeah.
And they're like, oh, actually, we just hired a bunch of people to help with like, fixing those things. So like, hopefully they'll start getting fixed soon. But I'm like,
Yeah.
the card at the time, that wasn't a big card, but it was probably $50, $60 card.
Yeah.
Rookie out of 10, is now worth like 20. Maybe it gets a bump now that he just got traded to the Raptors. But I'm like, it's great. Like at this point, I don't even want it. Give me something else,
So they still do the redemption, like if you don't get like a redeem thing, you can go trading for a black box.
Yeah, but you gotta have to have like a high end like card for redemption. Like like I had like a Bruce for the Rays. Like I had like a redemption auto for him, and like they were like, oh, you can keep waiting, or we can give you a replacement card, or we can do like points. I think I said, oh, just send me a redemption card. And they sent me like a Prism draft picks of some player. I'm like, that's great. Like it was a auto of some player that I've never heard of. I'm like, oh, that's just great. Like, that's just what I wanted. I hope Mayer doesn't sign 2 black boxes for me. Yeah, no, it's normally one of the popular spots at the Nationals is that black box redemption.
Right.
All right, last 6 packs. Here we go. Come on, downtown. Pop on out for us. All right, we got Schoonmaker, Nolan Smith, another Stroud base. Kendre Miller, Preston Smith, James Cook, and a Tanner McKee for the Eagles. All right, Darius Davis, Williams, Jaron Hall, Bomb Squad, Dorian Thompson Robinson, Harrison Smith, Stevenson, Fuller, Mozzie Smith for the Cowboys, blue press proof. Darnell Wright, Marvin Mims. The rookies, Hendon Hooker for the Lions, Sky Moore, Pitts, Beckham, Jordan Addison. That's a nice one for the Vikings. These are repeats. I think I just stacked them on the wrong spot. All right, Luke Musgrave, Yaya Dabby, Max Duggan, Elite Series Pacheco, Chase, Dorian Williams, 2 packs left. All right, Deontay Banks, Wicks, Smith and Jigba. There it is. There it is.
Oh, what is it?
Zay Flowers.
Oh, what a
Right at the end.
What a
Last few
pull.
packs. Well, I think we know our PSA winner now.
Wow, what a
Who
pull.
has the Ravens?
Wow. What a pull.
Gregory C.
Wow.
Right at the end.
Isn't that crazy?
All right, Downtowns fall 1 in 71 packs because I got 1 pack behind it.
What a pull.
Mod Sauce Gardner, Mahomes, Drake London, Patrick Queen, and a Jaron Hall blue press proof. Yeah, Zay is not a bad one to get.
He's not. He's probably one of the best.
I kind of like the look of it too. It's like a haunted house kind of thing for the Ravens.
That's cool. That is a neat card.
Nice thing is that those are actually normally downtowns are really easy to get PSA 10s on because like you can just just with how it's designed you can see any types of flaws,
Okay.
anything like that. So that should be a good one. Fred Warner, Patrick. Darius Davis is the last card of the break to finish us off. At least we finished off right at the high spot there. All right, so that's going to do it for us. Once again, kind of already know from the value. PSA winner submission is going to be the Zay Flowers rookie downtown for Gregory. So thank you once again for joining, everyone. If you haven't joined a break with me before, I think there were maybe 1 or 2, please send me your shipping information on Discord. I will be shipping today, and everything will be in the mail out to you guys on Tuesday after the holiday. So thank you once again for joining, and I will catch you guys on the next one.